All right, it is time for the final part of that costume conversation that I had with Pez last weekend. Hilariously, by the time this video comes out, I would guess most people watching this will have already seen the first episode of season 3 because of the fan screening that is happening tonight. Or for most of you, it'll be in the afternoon. For me, it starts at 3 a.m. And the actual episode, according to the announcement, doesn't start until 5 a.m. I am retroactively griping because this is in the past. Stupid rat planet. Anyway, in this video, we are going to be talking about some of the costumes worn by our Two Rivers crew. We got some Rand, we got our Tanchico crew as well. When I say we, I mean me and Pez. Pez is the costume expert who has been in all of these videos. You probably know who she is, but just in case. She's the person who watched all of season 1 without having read any of the books, and just based on her costume knowledge, was able to predict things from literally the end of the series. So, we're going to be breaking down the costumes and our theories, and hilariously, some of them might have been proven wrong by the time this goes out. I have no idea. But yes, spoilers in this video. Once again, I am going to say to book 5, Fires of Heaven. And we are likely going to be alluding to, not likely, I know, we are going to be alluding to things that are 99.9% going to happen in this season of The Wheel of Time, which is like days away. So if you have not read the books and you don't want things spoiled for you, don't watch. Don't watch. But if you have, let's go.
Let's be nerdy with Let's Be Nerdy. Let's be nerdy with Let's Be Nerdy.
And then we've got, this is our Two Rivers crew.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
That is quite the set of costumes.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Okay, who do you
first
wanna
off,
start with?
can we just appreciate that Loyal is wearing a plaid blanket?
Oh my God, I love you so much. Thank you for dressing it.
So sweet. I love
Two
him.
Rivers. He's got, I bet you Mistress Alvear gave that to him to hide him. Nobody will
sure.
notice. Yes.
No one will notice. No one will notice. That's great. That's wonderful. I love that for him and for us.
Yay. It's so good. Okay.
It's really hard to tell anything else about Loyal's costume.
Yeah.
But I love that he's wearing that.
Yes. I think he got like a prosthetics upgrade too. I have other shots of him from like
I
the
think
trailer where
so.
it's just like, I don't know, something looks good. Like something looks different. Okay.
Well, I mean, I'm assuming we're going to see a lot more of him this season. I mean, he's featured on the poster and everything.
Our
So
boy
Perrin's
here.
got armor.
Mm-hmm.
I love the leather woven through the rings, both in terms of like, it is a historically practiced, practical armor style, but I just also love that it's like this blending of his two worlds, this natural world that he's kind of discovering his connection to, but also the metal, the blacksmithing. He's got the armor on as well.
Mm-hmm.
He's definitely in a different color tone. Like, we've seen him in the browns and the reds before, especially in season 1, but this just looks different from what he had in either season 1 or 2 underneath the armor.
Yeah. And I'm wondering, like, again, resolution being what it is this plaid?
It could be. I think it's more of a lighting effect.
Okay.
And weathering, but it's just a guess. And then he's got a hammer and an axe.
Yep.
Fantastic.
Yeah. People got mad at me at one point when I was analyzing it. I referred to him as axing something, and it was very clearly a hammer in his hand. But I had seen an axe in another shot because he's dual wielding,
which is just delightful. So is he the one with the spear, or is Alana the one with the spear? Because that looks like an Aiel spear.
It does kind of.
Like, is he wearing it on his back, or is she holding it in her hand? Because I think she's holding it in her hand.
I would guess it's her. Yeah, holding it. It might be like, would that be a pike? I don't know weapons. Would that be a pike? Like, because I feel like the spears have longer.
Yeah, it just, the shape of it reminds me a lot of what we've seen with the Aiel, but hard to say. So Alana is wearing something that looks very reminiscent of a collar here.
Yep. And it's reminding me of what Egwene has. And
Yes.
the first thing I noticed, because again, you have infected my brain with your knowledge, was like they keep putting stuff on her that is, hey, this is a little bit bondagey. She's bonding. There's stuff about here that's a little Yeah. So
Mhm.
as much
But
as
I
we
also
love you,
love
you're
that
gonna do the
association
thing.
exists between now Egwene
Yeah.
and Alana, and like it has a little bit of a green association now too, because
That's
like
true.
it's
Yeah.
also their militaristic sense of dress. It's multiple things at once, right?
Yeah.
So here's another interesting thing about what Alana is wearing. Look at her belt, how it's the 3 strips here. That is much more reminiscent, to my recollection, of what we have seen on the Reds to this point than it is to what we're
Interesting.
accustomed to seeing on Alana. I could be wrong, but I remember a lot of those like strappy belts on the Reds in season 1.
Yes, and she's even got like that bustier, that thingy. I don't know if that's the right word.
Yeah.
Is that the right word?
Yeah,
But
that works for this. It's like a waist cincher,
yeah,
under bust waist cincher thing going on here.
yeah, that I
Also kind of
associate with
reminiscent of
Leandrin.
armor in the chest region.
Mhm.
It could be something similar to what Perrin is wearing. It could be not. The resolution is really hard to tell. But strappy leather on the bracer there as well. And kind of a strappy look to the armor piece on her shoulder to boot.
And it is notable because this is Alana. I remember even like the last video we got, I could not zoom in on her. She is so covered up right now. Like this is not normal for Alana. She's very
Although her
covered
skirt
up.
is split. If you zoom out, her skirt is split.
Yes, okay. But I don't feel as creepy zooming in here as I did before when I was trying to zoom in to look at her necklace. It was like, okay, I'm not doing, but I don't
So that's another interesting thing though. Where's all of her jewelry gone? We have gotten used to seeing Alana in a lot of jewelry. She's got her ring.
but that's it.
But we can't see any of her bells. I'm sure they're still in her hair, but we can't see any of her bells. Her earrings are gone. Her necklaces are gone. This is business, Alana.
Yeah, this is Alana. She's in fight mode. Like her hair is, even this, like it looks fabulous, but this is, you can't grab my hair in a fight. Like you're not going to grab.
Yeah. And it
It's
also,
tied
the
up.
shape of it is sort of reminiscent of like a helmet.
Yeah. Yeah. She does a lot of things, that evoke armor. Interesting.
And Maxim is kind of doing the same.
Oh, I wish I had better resolution. I'm sure there are better resolutions out there. These are just, I downloaded them from Twitter.
No
So,
worries.
I think I
for
had better
them,
shots
we've
of
got
him
the
from
pine
the trailer.
trees as the background, which of course is
This is
Two Riversy.
Yeah.
So we've got 3 worlds on the poster with the 3 rings. Oh, so good. And then,
well, I think there's a 4th poster as well. But, and then,
okay.
Yeah.
Fail. I fail. Yes. So she's got a wolf cut, which is hilarious.
The wolf cut? What's a wolf cut?
It's the hairstyle.
Oh, the hair. But yeah,
Like, it's
okay, I
the
didn't know.
hairstyle. I only know because I tried to give myself one during the pandemic. I was not good at it. Wolf cut.
It's called a wolf cut? Oh, that's great.
Assuming that it is what it looks like. It looks like a wolf cut to me.
Oh, that's great. Okay, I'm just like, she's
definitely
lacing
got some
over-
armor aspect, but it's really hard to tell what's going on with her costume at this point in time. But I promise you, we will talk about her costume at some point in time.
I
do love that she's got like the Turkish trouser thing going on though.
Yeah. Okay.
Like, a lot lot of call it harem pants. I don't want to call them that
I
for a
understand.
lot of reasons, but it's it was like an Ottoman style of trouser that was used by men and women alike, where it's like very, very full through the leg and then gathered kind of tight at the ankle.
Oh, okay. Okay, that's cool. That's cool. Okay, because I think she's kind of, Persian-y coded in the book.
Yeah, very, very Robert Jordan Goda's therapy, Middle Eastern influence coding. Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
I don't know how else to put that. I'm sorry. I know that you'll get comments.
I'm sure.
But yeah, see how much more gold she has in this than the other, and like all these jewels and stuff, and it's all gone.
Yeah, it's all gone. All right. This is her, I'm assuming,
So
in the
it's
Two
the
Rivers.
same hairstyle. So I'm assuming Two Rivers, but that's quite the dramatic makeup there. And more concerning than the makeup, she's wearing white.
Yeah. Yeah, which I think, because this makeup, I don't know if you remember in season 1, episode 5, it's basically the Steppen grief episode.
Right.
But it begins with a funeral for Karene and other people. And she's got only one, but she has one like white stripe down her face.
Oh,
which I think
didn't
it's
remember
mourning.
that. Yeah. No,
And
I'm
these
reading that as mourning for sure.
Yeah, and these evoke tears. Like that's a well of tears
We're
coming
not
down
gonna
here.
like what happens in episode 1 to Ivan, are we?
No, I don't think we are. I really
Because
don't
he's
think
not
we
in
are.
the poster, and I know the actor took a different position somewhere else. So
Yeah.
the outfit otherwise could be very Two Rivers. I mean, this is
Mhm.
understated, very modest in its way. The close-fitting sleeves could be Two Rivers, but she's got the leg of mutton thing going on, albeit relaxed. It's interesting.
It is. Yeah. And then I think when I my break
And
broke this
all of her
trailer down,
bondage stuff is gone. Look, no
it's all gone.
belts, no
Yeah.
shoulder armor, no wrist pieces. It's all gone.
Yeah.
And so's all the overtly sexy stuff.
That's what I mean. Like she's covered up. Like this is Alana in mourning. She's not.
This is the real Alana.
This is Alana stripped down in a weird, like it's a weird thing to say. It's stripped down because she's covered up. Like
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it is because she's so flamboyant the rest of the time.
Yeah. And I think this is him visiting his wife's grave, maybe like these apple blossoms.
Oh, sure.
Yeah, I would guess that's what that is. Because in the books, it's his family, like his parents and his brothers and sisters who are buried under an apple tree. So I would imagine in the show they're doing
it could be all of them and her.
Yeah, I mean,
like that would be the kind of knife in the heart that they give us all the time.
Yeah, that's true. If they actually introduce us to his family.
Well, I don't think they'll introduce us to his family. I just think there'll be more than one grave. Yeah.
This is, I'm assuming, in the tower. This looks like the White Tower.
So it's the same makeup.
Yeah.
But it's a mess.
Yeah.
She's back in her metallics. She does have some jewelry. She's got earrings on there.
Yeah. But it is a mess. I'm trying to think like what this outfit would be. Like, is it
it's
a robe?
Not the same outfit that she wore to fight Leandrin at the end of the shredding.
Absolutely not.
And
like,
it's
that had,
absolutely the
pieces.
Two Rivers hairstyle. This is her war hairstyle. Could this be a window in the inn or something?
Maybe. It might be. I'm trying to remember from season 1. I do think there
were round windows.
Yeah, I think there was. I think you're right. Just the stonework looks Tarvalin. But yeah, I think you might be right about that.
But so did some of the stonework in the inn.
Okay.
And in the book,
and they will have to have rebuilt that entire inn.
Parts of the inn kind of went goodbye. I think parts of it were still standing, but parts of it, not so much.
Maybe.
But in the books, didn't they mention that like some of the stonework in the inn was heralding back to like the reign of Manetheren or something?
Maybe. I don't remember exactly, but that would make sense.
I probably paid more attention to the inn just because I was waiting for it to be completely destroyed.
You might have been, yes. That did not happen. Okay. I'm seeing some tears and stuff in this too.
Yeah. It could just be like an off-the-shoulder style, but that's not the vibe I'm getting based on how messed up everything else is.
This is
very collar and leash there.
Yes. So this is, sorry, I'm going to go back because that is what she's wearing in... Nope. Okay. Oh, it's what she's wearing in the poster. That's what it is. Okay. But in the poster, she didn't have these, I think.
No, she did. They just weren't. Okay. They just weren't super visible because of the resolution issues.
Right. Okay.
So I love that it's like wheels.
Yes, it's definitely wheels. Yep.
The makeup is fixed here.
Yeah. So this is like the order that it shows up in the trailer. So obviously trailers are not in order.
Sure. Yeah. So no, they're not in order at all. But yeah, this is very Two Rivers. Something is going on. Goodness.
Yeah, it is wheels in here. Okay.
Like, it's not perfect wheels, but it's super evocative of wheels, right?
Yes. And definitely that collar again. Okay. Don't do the thing. You're going to do the thing. And we've got Maxim here yelling, archers, loose.
I love the padding of the armor there. Yeah, that's great. It's hard to say any much else, but studs on the armor too. Yeah.
I was going to say, is that studded leather? Is that what they call it?
That's what I'd call it.
Yeah.
I'm not a leather worker.
It's got like
fascinating textures again with him because he's like very monochromatic, right? But very fascinating textures. And to be frank, time consuming to make.
Yes, I was just thinking, like, I don't think is this normal? Like, for like, not normal, that's the wrong word.
I feel like this is a glow up from what he wore last season.
Yeah, for sure. Like, it's gorgeous.
It's very Maxim does Robin Hood.
Yeah. Yes.
I
Like,
will
it's
watch
just-
this Robin Hood, and I will.
Yes. Sorry, it's just, the textures are so cool in his,
Yeah, the textures
in
are
his
great.
armor.
Armor with leaves on it.
With- Yep.
But look,
Yep.
it's still like a plaid like
Mm-hmm.
lining or underneath that.
Yeah. And then he definitely got a makeup glow up. Like, his makeup,
sure.
if you, like, not even if, I know when I saw the images of him before season 1, I was not a fan. And then he moves and walks and talks, and the actor is so good that I forget. But this looks better. I don't know what it is they've done, but it looks
in addition to
better.
the glow up with the look, a lot of times when you're doing a change in prosthetic makeup, at least in my experience, which is admittedly limited, but what I usually found was the driving factor is the amount of time that you are paying the actor to sit in the damn chair.
Right.
But you can't use the actor. Like,
Yeah.
you got to find a
Yeah.
way to make things more
balance.
humane to be able to use them.
Yeah, for sure. It just, I don't know. I don't know what it is. I'd have to like go back and compare it, but there's something that looks better. And yeah, the leaves and the plaid. Oh, loyal. Okay. And then that's it darkened. Oh, this is just, you can see a bit more of it. See a bit more in this collar there. Okay. And then
Now we see the real armor. I love that it's got the 2 straps. Like, he's so broad that you have to have the double straps
yeah,
instead of just having it like as a single chest piece or something.
Mm-hmm.
And also, somebody's gonna die.
Somebody's gonna. That's a long handle on his axe there.
Right. Well, and like, forget that he's got 2 veiled Aiel with him. No, like, Loyal's gonna kill somebody just straight up.
Fully. Oh, but he also like that. He looks like he's smiling as he's about to go do that. Like, yeah, I'm gonna kill
I think
you
he's
some
yelling
Trollocs.
something
Whoop, whoop, whoop.
probably, but that's just a guess.
Probably, but still, it looks like a smile, like he's about to go into battle and he's excited about it. He's gonna have an
It's
adventure.
like when you watch Star Wars, if you lip read, you can see people saying pew 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 as they shoot their blasters and stuff because the actors are notorious for that.
Yes. Oh, that's amazing.
Actors love combat scenes. They love them.
Yes, I think it was Jerry Ryan, like 7 of 9, talking about that, how she had to be told to read. I could be completely wrong. It might not have been her, but I'm pretty sure it was some actor I read. He talked about how they had to reshoot because they kept making the gun sounds. Because they were too excited.
I know that, what's her name? I cannot remember her name. The woman who played the scientist in Jurassic Park and then played the woman in Star Wars in The Last Jedi.
Laura Dern?
Yes. She was notorious for going pew pew pew, and they had to reshoot all of her scenes because she would always yell pew pew pew. And then they ended up like
exciting.
They had to do like smoke effects over her mouth and stuff, so you could not see her yelling pew pew pew.
Oh,
It's wonderful.
Yeah. I mean, because when you practice at home, you probably make the gun sounds. So,
Yeah. Well, and like
yes.
again, I know more about Star Wars than some of the other things. Like, Ewan McGregor always made the lightsaber noises when they were filming episode 1. He'd go like when they were fighting and stuff. So yeah,
because
actors are like
being
this.
a child. But you revert back to being a kid when you're playing pretend. I would totally do it too.
Totally.
Yes.
Like, who among us would not?
Exactly. Come on, tell me that he's not smiling. Okay, maybe it's
he's kind of grinning, isn't he?
Yeah. Oh, sorry. I just was trying to get the best shot to see his outfit.
Is that Bane and Shiat again?
I'm pretty sure it's Bane and Shiad. Yeah, I think they are going to the Two Rivers. I don't think Gaul is going to be there.
That's fine.
Yeah. The Bane and Shiad do go to the Two Rivers in the books.
Right.
They go with Fael, and Gaul goes with Perrin. This shot I included in this folder I called Mystery because there were things that I had debates about. This now we know because we saw the trailer.
Sure.
It was it's in the tower.
Yeah.
I was wondering if it was Tower of Age of Legends. Sorry, what were you going to say?
Oh, no, I was just going to say, for sure this is Tarvalon.
Yeah. I thought it might be Age of Legends because these looked so
Age
of
I gotcha. No,
to me.
I was convinced the whole time it was our Tarvalon.
And then
Too many color-coded costumes in the...
Yes.
So is that's
Joya?
Joya.
Yeah, I think it's Joya in like a prison. And these are the same lanterns as are in the 13th Depository.
Oh.
The depository. I think this
So
is her
the
in
fact
prison
that they went
somehow.
to the effort to build this particular set, even though we have seen other prisons in the White Tower in season 2 that looked very, very, very different, makes me think we may be seeing this prison cell holding someone else again in the future.
Yes. We saw prisons in the White Tower?
For Matt and Min.
Oh, yes, you're right. Yes. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, I think this is going to be a significant scene. So I think she going to die. Is what I think is going to happen. I think she going to die.
I mean, they did kind of cut a Brown in half, among other
Yeah.
crimes.
Yes.
Just
But
saying.
I think she's going to be killed by like a dark assassin, like either Slayer, if they do Slayer,
Oh,
because I think that's who kills her, but or like a Black Aja, and it's going to be like a dun dun dun, there's more. Like it's not just the ones we saw, there's more
sure.
still hiding in the tower. So it's going to be that. And then this so a lot of these mysteries have actually been solved. So that's, like I said, this is my mystery folder. I could not figure out what this was until the high res shots. That's red. I think this is Leandrin.
I mean, it could be.
Even the boots look like Leandrin to me. So, and like I think
Huh.
this might be Chesimal now because that's yellow.
Oh, sure.
And
And
then,
then Jane.
yeah, maybe Jane there. So, and I think this might be, if we're going like it, using book brain, we've got stuff here. This could be Tanchico. Like these leaves look like Tanchico.
Yeah.
They could be going into the Panarch's palace or something.
Yeah, I could buy that.
Yeah. Do you have any other theories? Because this was just me
No,
going,
I
okay,
was
I see
honestly more
colors.
focused on the two figures that are closer to us because that's a very boxy shouldered silhouette that we haven't particularly seen.
Right. When it was a lower resolution, like before I got the high res version of the trailer, this silhouette reminded me of the Shanchan, like the Damane silhouette. But now in
Yeah.
higher resolution, it doesn't. Like it doesn't have the dimension to it because it looked like it was coming out at me when it was lower resolution.
Sure.
Like the way they're
Sure.
back. Do you remember what I mean?
Yeah, I know what you
Yeah.
mean. There's definitely I feel like there's definitely some shoulder structure under there, which would be similar to what we saw on the Damani. It could be like armor or something else. It's
Yeah.
really hard to tell from this picture.
Yeah. Yeah. My theory now is that they are like, this is the Black Aja going into something in Tanchico.
Sure. And I mean, the spikes on the door would make me think palace.
Okay.
Plus,
and then
stone floor and all that jazz.
Yeah, exactly. And then the final mystery shot is this one, this is how it looks in the trailer. And then this is me having zoomed and enhanced. The pine trees and everything give off 2 rivers. And then again, high resolution. Are you seeing what I'm seeing?
It's Alana.
I think it's Alana. Yeah,
It's 100% Alana.
I think it's Alana. So I think she's doing some sort of like, maybe I'll make a fog to hide us magic, like we saw Varen do in book 1.
Right.
That's my guess. But yeah, without the high resolution, I had no idea whatsoever.
It would be really funny
What?
if you zoom back out. She's standing on a rock. Is she standing on Rand and Quain?
Oh my gosh. Is she?
I don't think she is because I don't think there's that many trees that close. But
Right,
that would be
funny.
the imagery. Wow. Okay.
Yes.
All right. On that note, wow. All right.
but
Fun with Trolloc.
Yes. Good fun with Trolloc. He's got his hammer. And
Good
look who's
news, everyone.
behind him.
We rebuilt the 2 rivers. Best
Yes.
news, everyone. We're gonna burn it again.
Yes. I just noticed this though. This person, who I've completely cut off, is wearing plaid. So on the side there. But yeah, there's Fael fighting.
Yeah,
and
that's for
Perrin
sure
with his
her.
axe. Yep.
His armor is very shiny here compared to in the poster that we looked at.
Yes. Well, I think this is my enhanced version. Yeah, it is an enhanced version because I think
But I do think they're doing
that
strange
is what it
things with
originally
light
looks like.
in the posters as well.
Yeah, probably. Like their color, I guess, to give them a unified look. As well,
to give him a
right?
unified look.
All right, this is him in what I'm assuming is Tarvalon.
Leather on the collar is an interesting choice.
It is. And yeah, as Bree noted in a previous video, he's not wearing, like, he's got no metal work
No
on him.
obvious metal anymore, yeah. And he looks happy. I'm happy to
I
see
love
Perrin happy.
Me too.
For like the 5 minutes of joy we're going to allow him to have before we wreck his life again.
Exactly. Exactly.
Sorry,
But then
Perrin.
he's gonna get to smooch Fail, and so but
Perrin
this is a
is
sad
the
one.
Officer O'Brien of this space.
Okay.
He exists to suffer.
Oh, yes. Okay. Thoughts on this one? It's not white, but it is kind of white-ish.
It's
And
white.
I'm,
It's white.
yeah. I think like
It
mourning.
could just be that he was wearing a lighter colored shirt. We do see quite a bit of that even outside of funerals, but given what we looked at earlier with Alana and calling her
This,
for that
yeah.
her mourning costume, and given the trees in bloom, I'm calling this.
Yeah.
At the very least, he's dressed down, but it gives me mourning vibes.
Yeah. I'm still trying to see if I see plaid, but I don't know.
Zoom in more if you can on that center strip of his armor. Is that the leaf?
Oh, it could be. Because I've been wondering where the Tuatha are. We aren't seeing image, like, because the Tuatha are in book 4. They're in the Two Rivers.
Yep.
Interesting. And that's part of his story.
It looks a lot like the leaf. And I mean, he has internalized certain aspects of the Way of the Leaf.
Of the Way of the Leaf, yeah.
After what he did at the end of last season, he may be trying really hard to embrace that.
Yep. 100%. Wow.
It could also just be a cool pattern. And I'm seeing
It
things.
could. But I mean, I think that things are intentional.
I love how
Really.
this picture makes it look like her armor is gold tipped because she is that.
Yes, yes. I mean,
I don't think it is. I
literally-
think it's just the light, but
I mean, again, this is an enhanced version, 'cause
right.
That's the original. But yeah, she is literally royalty. So
Right.
yeah, I'm so
Only
excited to
Perrin.
meet her. Oh my goodness, I'm so excited to meet her.
I know. She's gonna be wonderful.
Again, it's dark that you can't really make
It's
out.
really
much of her
hard to tell
costume.
anything.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry. We will analyze the ever living crap out of her costumes when we can see them. I promise.
Yes. Arrowheads, maybe.
Yeah, it does look like arrowheads. I think it's just a cool pattern.
I like the leaf idea better, but now that
Yeah, that was fun.
Yeah, that was fun. Yeah, so this is him with I think that's the axe, and the other one
That's
was
definitely the axe for sure.
Yeah. I keep
I'm
zooming in
making
to see
you
if I
look
can
for
get.
leaves and everything. I've
You are
infected your
totally-
mind.
You totally have. Look, white cloaks being useful.
Oh, hey, yeah.
Okay, and then there she is again with her knives, leather straps, and yeah, more white cloaks behind her.
Yeah.
Look, even a dead white cloak, I think. Sorry, I'm trying to look at Fael, but there's
Certainly
stuff
what
happening.
it looks like, yeah.
It's got a lot of this looks like it's wrapped around her arm.
It looks like layers of leather. Yeah. Like I'm thinking she has like multiple sleeves of leather, like one then another, then
Yeah,
a third
maybe.
that's fabric. Yeah, it looks like that wood structure is maybe like a blockade, a wall of some
Yes.
sort, and then we've got white cloaks who are sheltering behind it, including people who are wounded who are not white cloaks. I see at least one villager in there.
Yeah, yeah.
And then you've got Trollocs trying to come over it.
Right. Blockade is the word. I kept calling
Yeah,
it a
blockade.
barricade. Blockade is the word I was looking for. Now, people told me actually, I think the real term is a palisade or something. But
I thought that the palisades were taller, but I don't know.
yeah, I don't know. But I kept saying barricade because of Les Mis. So
Legit. I mean, that does
Yeah.
look somewhat impromptu. Oh, they're making out and covered in blood. Well, if that isn't their relationship to a T, I don't know what is. All right.
yep. I mean, I did that a lot when I was playing Baldur's Gate. So
Fair.
yes.
It is sort of a fantasy trope for a reason. Oh, it's the women's circle.
Yeah, it's the women's circle. Doing a little stabby stab. I like the makeshift nature of this. Like the Two Rivers is not
Yeah.
they're not meant to be fighting, and yet they will, and they will kick your ass. And
And I also liked in some of the background of like some of the Perrin shots, you could see like the pitchforks and stuff, like
yes,
improvised weaponry.
and like look at that very distinct plaid. Yes, like even you too, you too.
And on the one in the center as well, yeah.
Yeah, you're right. Oh my gosh, yeah. Two Rivers archers.
Look, he's in one of the sweaters.
Oh my gosh, yes. He is. Not as much. Oh, there's some women archers is here too. Okay,
Yeah.
cool. I'm happy about that. I'm
I
happy
think
about that.
Fail is also
Yes,
one of the archers.
but Fail does not have a longbow, which I
Right.
like, because that's a Two Rivers longbow. She doesn't know how to use it yet, or maybe doesn't have like the practice and the strength to pull it.
Yeah, because I mean,
Yeah.
I'm assuming he's trying to evoke the Welsh longbowmen with the Two Rivers thing, because that's a trope.
Yeah. Not as much plaid on the men. Interesting. I'm trying to find plaid.
A lot less plaid. And actually, interesting thing about him, he's got metal buttons.
Yeah. He does. Or wait, is that metal or
They
bone?
could be bone or shell, I suppose, but it looks like metal.
Yeah, from here it does. So, you want to analyze the Trolloc armor?
Is that a person running with the Trolloc?
Yes. Yes. That's why I actually stopped these, because, yeah, there's people running. There's dark friends, which, there are dark friends who sometimes travel with Trollocs, but also the other thought I had is, you don't have to put Trolloc, you don't have to make Trolloc costumes for them. So they're dark friends.
Right.
Less Trolloc costumes. But yeah, like, see, that's a dark friend person here.
That is fascinating, that costume. And then, like, the imagery there on the belt of, like, it's like a tower.
Yeah.
With crenellations, with, like, a gate or an archway over top of it.
Yeah. And I'm sorry, I just like stopping it for a second. Look at the hooves on this thing. Whoa.
Good grief.
Oh my God. I didn't even notice that when I got the screenshot until just now. It's like, holy crap.
So I'm guessing that's what the archers were loosing at.
Yes. Yes. Yeah. That's why these shots are back to back. So yeah, the archers are mowing these guys down. Okay. This is going into the Two Rivers. This is clearly loyal. These are clearly the IL. And I did not think this was Perrin when I first looked at it, but it's definitely Perrin. Again, high res makes such a big fucking difference.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So that's them walking into the Two Rivers. I think. I mean, I'm assuming.
I agree. That's what I'm getting for vibes. It's very the Fellowship is walking along.
Yeah, very much so.
In New Zealand.
And, yes.
Making everyone want to visit.
I do, for sure.
I love them.
Yes. Most of these outfits we will have talked about before.
Yes, for sure.
It's like we've talked about Miss Bohemia.
Yes.
Bohemia.
Sorry if you hear meowing. Someone has come up into my microphone.
It's all right. This is what she's wearing in the hall in the shredding, I think. Is it? Am I right? No, I'm not.
I think what that costume is what we see her in at one point in the trailer, and then we also see Morein in parts of it. But when Swan wears it, it has this gold stole that they made last season out of the antique tablecloth. And when Morein wears it, we don't see that piece over top. But I want to say that the hat and the sequin gold robe we've seen on both Swan and Morein.
Right. Okay. Because, this is not what she's wearing in her own poster. She's got that purpley mauve outfit. Right. So, okay. And then, she's also got pockets. Naeem has pockets too. Sorry, I'm so excited by
She's
pockets.
Got back pockets and I think side pockets as well.
Yes, I think so. Okay. I didn't notice the pockets because I think on her exclusive poster, the Wheel of Time was over here. So we didn't see her pockets. Yes.
And then we have Matt. Oh, Matt.
Matt, I'm so excited. Look at you in other clothes.
Is he wearing the fox head medallion?
I think he's wearing the fox head medallion. Yes, he is. Because we also see that in one of the other posters, like just a poster. He's got the fox head medallion. It's much clearer in the other poster.
He looks like he's wearing like a Victorian smoking jacket.
He does look like that too. It's also, that's a deep V. That's a deep V,
That is a very deep V. Like, I'm so happy for him that he got a better wardrobe, but he looks like Victorian leisure suit Larry, and that's wonderful for Matt.
Okay. Oh, I wish I had better resolution. I think I'm seeing Paisley here.
Yeah, that's for sure Paisley. And it looks like his trousers match if you zoom out and you go down to like the waistband level.
Yeah, it does. Okay. So we've got like, this is a suit. Yeah. It's a jacket and pants that match. Yep. Okay. This looks, I'm going to say the wrong material because I don't know materials, but it looks like satiny.
Yeah, it's definitely something shiny
Yeah.
for sure. Oh, well, that's interesting. I hadn't noticed that before.
What?
So if you look at Min, the neck piece and the shoulder, like her leather bolero there that she's got, it's almost like the inverse of what we saw for the silhouette on Moraine and Lanfear. It's not exactly, because the high collar neck, they both had that too, but it just makes me think of that.
Yes. Okay. So yeah, this is the only outfit here that's completely new, and it's just, you've got new clothes and they look expensive, and I'm happy for you. So
yeah.
Okay.
I feel like they're using him as bait. Like, I blew the horn of Lear because people are gonna be gunning for you when you say that, dude. Like,
Yep. Yeah, he might be the smokescreen to hide all the rest of them. That's true. I could totally see that.
Yeah. I mean, because they now have to keep him alive until the end.
Yes. So I'm just noticing the background. This is in Falma.
Yeah.
This is not Tarvalin. I'm pretty sure this is.
It's certainly reminiscent of Falma. I would also think that kind of architecture could be reminiscent of Tenchiko, just from like the market that we saw and stuff. Like, this could be either one, I think.
Yes, it could be Tenchiko. You're right. But it's like, this is not Tarvalin.
No, very much not Tarvalin.
Yeah. Yeah. So Tenchiko or Falma. Okay.
And certainly, I would think with the palm trees, not the bloody waste.
No, not there at all.
Hello, Cocoa Puffs Rand.
Yes. So
I think we discussed the jacket at one point in time. Like,
I think in Morein,
this is the jacket, but it's not the jacket.
Exactly.
I think
we discussed it with the Morein. Yeah. Yes. It's evoking the jacket. But you're right, it is frayed. I think this is Crazy Rand that is
super threadbare and damaged. Yeah. Rand in the Spears.
Yes. Rand in the Spears. Not much to talk about here because we can't really see
Bear
much
and
of
the lane behind him.
Okay.
I'm sorry, this just looks like Rand is having a really hard time with a game of pinball.
I think he's looking
Rand
at a sketch
of the arcade and is having a hard time playing pinball. Good night, everybody.
Oh my God.
Oh, gosh.
Well, I think what he's looking at is a sketch of Matt. Somebody's drawing Matt posing with the horn, I think, is what's happening in the shot.
Okay, that makes his facial expression even better, honestly.
Yes.
So the other thing that's honestly sticking out to me is that the artist is wearing a nose ring.
Yeah. Yep. Very much so. Yeah.
Not because the artist is wearing a nose ring, but because there's one prominent culture that we see wear those. Don't the sea folk wear those?
Sea folk? Yeah, sea folk. You're right. Yeah, you're right.
That doesn't mean that the artist is sea folk. I'm just like, looking for stuff.
Yeah, but you're right. The sea folk do wear nose rings. Yeah. He's got his blue on.
That is blue. Interesting. It does look like those are grommets and toggles on this coat. So it's a very similar structure to this coat
that we saw, in the poster.
But I don't think, I mean, there's no way in the world that this coat becomes that coat unless,
it's not possible.
I guess there could be because there's magic in this world and, stuff happens. But
I suppose, yeah.
I'm still going with Rand's playing pinball. So see how the metal toggle there would loop through the metal grommet?
Yes,
and clasp it shut.
Yeah.
He's talking to Lan there.
I think he is, yeah.
I think. Because I think I see the Hidori.
Yeah, I think it is Lan. That definitely looks like Lan's blurry ear to me. So, yes. And then this person wearing something. Yeah. And then, again, we've talked about the shot.
Ran.
Yeah, Make Out Rock in his season 1 jacket.
But not his season 1 shirt, interestingly enough.
You're right. You are right. I didn't even notice that. I always think, yes, I have all of Pez's cut. Nope. And then you say stuff like that. And I'm like, oh, shit, I didn't notice that. You're right. He's not. Which is, okay, interesting. Because, if Lanfear was doing this entirely on her own, I think she's put herself in his dream, but she would put him in blue, I think, to match herself.
I think so.
Yeah. So this must, it's his dream, I guess, where he's melding parts of his current life with his memories.
Because that's his shirt.
Yeah, it's the shirt that he wears in the waist. Yeah. And okay, this I don't think is him. I made these albums a while back.
This is definitely not him. Look at the cuff on the shirt,
and look
the
at
rough
the belt.
stitching, the leather. This is one of the Aiel.
Yeah, Yeah. We waxed poetic about this tattoo before, but yes.
Yeah, I think this is probably Ruark.
Ruark would be my guess too, yeah.
I don't think Coladin's tattoos will look that nice.
I mean, I hope not.
Who knows, right? Like,
Okay.
so this is that blue jacket again. Shoes.
And then these shoes. So these are like immediately one after the other shot. So I think this is him in
So he's like stepping into Ruidian and stepping back in time.
Yeah.
Or at least that's the impression they're wanting to give us.
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly. And then this is him in the Age of Legends, I think. So yeah, this is when this is a shot you can sort of make out.
That's what gives me that impression too, because he's stepped back and then he's like looking back like, where the hell am I?
Yes. Yeah. And then I do think this is
quilted texture here.
It feels like the uniform for the Aiel, because I do see it on these people.
Yeah. And actually, if we look at this one that's stepping, like we can see the full body right there by Rand's shoulder, and then you look at the one that you asked if it was Lanfear, you can see the structure of the pant is the same.
Okay. Yeah, you're right.
Here he is having Lanfear snuggles again.
Yep, it just will not stop. Although I do think it's mostly her fault at this point.
But he's back in the blue shirt.
Yeah. I do think this is her doing this to him, like in dreams. But yeah, that is the blue shirt. See that? Okay.
Now he's in the white shirt again, but a different jacket than any of the others we've looked at so far.
Yeah, this is like he's got lots of coats. And now I'm even more angry at him for not giving Matt a coat back in season 1. I'm retroactively, you have too many coats, and season 1, Matt had none. So go back in time. Give him jackets.
Oh, that visual is just stunning.
And there's another person in there.
Yeah.
This is just going to be so amazing, these columns.
I couldn't imagine what it looked like. I couldn't have imagined this, but this is fabulous.
It's like it is like they called it a forest of
it's incredible.
Yeah. Now we talked about this when we were looking at Moraine's costume. But
there's not really a lot to see in what Rand's wearing. He's wearing his Two Rivers blue shirt, flax pants. I got the tattoos, which is interesting.
Yeah.
This isn't a shirt we've seen him in before, but it's a very Two Rivers style shirt for sure. And that's without seeing everybody behind him in plaid.
In their plaid, yeah. And this is clear, like this again was one of the spinny shots. So this is clearly from her rings. So it's like this is not reality, but yeah.
And see that's her in Swan's costume minus the stole.
Minus the stole, yes. Okay.
But in a much golder underdress.
You're right, yeah. It's not like her Swan's was more browny gold.
Well, what's interesting about them putting Morein in a much warmer gold is that also evokes yellow and healing, and here's Rand lying very deeply wounded. So it could be that Moraine's subconscious is saying, hey, how do we fix this kid? You know?
Yeah.
Or that's what they're wanting us to think. Or that's just what worked and they didn't think we'd see that much of the sleeves. Stuff like that happens too.
That's true. Yes, that is true. Okay. So yeah, I mean, he's just dying here.
And that is the costume that he appears to be wearing when he steps into the glass pillars.
Yeah, you're right.
This is not.
No. And this is definitely the jacket from, like, this looks exactly like the jacket that Lanfear got him last season.
Right.
Yeah.
And clearly Tarvalon.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Like, even, this is the hall.
Now, this time she's also wearing the stole.
Yeah. Well, she's in the hall. You're right. Yeah, she's wearing the stole in this shot. So, okay.
Knowing that it's an antique textile, they may have had her not wear it for the scene in the waist because they didn't want to get blood on it because they don't have extras.
Right. That makes sense. These practical purposes. Now, Rand is not in this shot exactly, but he is in this shot. So I think they go together. I think these must be ancient Aiel. So I just wanted to...
Harvesting grain.
Yeah.
They do all look like they have red hair, don't they?
Yes, they do. And then let's go to this Rand.
So what's fascinating here is the vertical stripes. Like, I know I'm harping on it.
Yeah.
But that is what we come to think of as Andor.
Yeah. This
I
like
don't
even
think that that's necessarily what we're seeing here. I think this is just like, this is homespun and we made it in stripes.
yeah.
Uh,
And I'm pretty sure this is Age of Legends, like because this is not Rand's hair, and
it's definitely the past, whatever else. Like, this isn't
yeah,
our Rand.
yeah. The
I
look on
definitely
his
feel like
face,
it's a Randcestor.
yeah, Rancestor for sure. The look on his face here makes me think he's looking at literally the piercing of the boar at this moment, just because he looks so shocked. But I don't know. It's something about like, this outfit. I try to remember like what Rancestor he was
Very
in the book.
asymmetrical. Isn't there one of them where it's like he's just old enough to be harvesting in the gardens for the first time with the Ogier? Like, he's just old enough to sing the song.
Yeah, to sing the song. Yeah, so maybe that's what this is. I hope we get tree singing. Or they called it something. I forget the name, but it wasn't tree singing. They called it.
Yeah,
like, the song of harvest.
I always felt like
whatever.
it was the song that they're searching for.
Yes, I'm pretty sure that's what it is. Yeah, yeah.
That's Rand, and that looks like Elaine's hair.
Elaine, yeah, it does look like Elaine to me. The blue looks really dark here. That he's got,
and very regal.
Yeah, yeah, very.
Back in the white shirt.
This is the final shot. This is what I was born to do moment. Oh no, it's not the final shot. This is the final shot. Okay, so these are the mirror. This is from the Bubble of Evil. These are the mirror Rands coming out, and yeah, he's loading them. So my assumption, of course, is that this is sleepwear.
Yeah, I think that's a fair assumption.
Veiny. He's
quite
veiny in this moment.
He's draining.
Yeah, really.
All right, there you have it. Our conversation about the costumes that were released prior to this video. I know the Two Rivers crew all got individual posters. We didn't have them at the time that we recorded, and I thought about, we talked about the costumes even if we didn't have the higher resolution version of them. They might release more posters this week. I don't know, but I suspect we will be not recording another costume video until after the season is over. I promise you, once the season is over, we are going to go through and like every single costume that we can get, we will spend time analyzing, geeking out over. So wait for that. But yeah, let me know your thoughts on these costumes in the comments below. And if you like my content and you want to support me, I also have a Patreon that is linked in the description below to my patrons. As always, mwah, thank you so much. Couldn't do this without you. And with that, I am going to end this here. So please like, subscribe, and I will see you next time. Bye.